Greetings, I'm Stashlin. This episode is a little bit different. I wanted to try making this episode in a new method, a new style of editing it. I decided I was going to record the gameplay separately and then record a voiceover for it. So we'll see how this works. Hopefully, you guys like it. We'll see if I like it. I have no idea as of recording this. I have yet to edit it, of course. So we'll see. Anyhow, as you can probably tell, this game is Dark and Darker, and this game is a game I really love. I'm sure you could tell by the title. I really enjoy this game. Now, what about this game do I enjoy? Well, there's a lot of things. One, I look at this game. As graphics go, it's awesome. And it also doesn't hurt my graphics card and make me cry because my NVIDIA 4060 doesn't actually run like a 4060 should, because NVIDIA is NVIDIA and they don't make actually good graphics cards, they just pretend to. That's another video for a different time, however. Why else do I love this game? Well, I like the gameplay, of course, right? Generally, why you like a game is because you like the gameplay. It is, of course, your standard extraction gameplay, but it's not a gun game. It's like D&D, but PvP version, dude. It's awesome. I love it so much. I like the way the game plays. I like so many things about it. I like the mechanics. The abilities are so fun to mess around with. The leveling system's awesome. I love, well, for the most part. It's kind of not super developed. Not getting anything past like level 15 is a bit of an issue. I mean, this fighter here is level 46. That's not the highest level I have. I have a fighter that is level 55. So obviously I think you can keep going infinitely, but you don't gain anything past level 15 aside from an achievement at level 100. Which, okay, I guess, it's one of the few gripes I have, but I do like the perk and yeah, the perk feature, I guess is what I call it, of getting different abilities that you can pick from, mixing in. I guess it's perks and abilities. Your perks give you different stat boosts and different options that you can use. Your abilities do as well. And that's what I'm a really big fan of. I really like how that is done. The actual leveling itself is a little iffy. I do enjoy that there is a player economy in the game. That is awesome. The player economy is very well done. I like the trading post mechanic, and I like the marketplace mechanic, both of them, because there are both. Of those are unfortunately locked behind a paywall. So this is one of the few things I don't like. This game is one of those games where there's a free and a paid version, and the paid version is really just the only thing you should get. I'd essentially just say it's a $30 game. Just just get the actual like full version, not like essentially what's like a really in-depth demo. Don't get me wrong, the demo is super great. It's just there's a lot of things that are missing. Like you can't go use the marketplace, you know. Can't go to legendary dungeons. There's a couple of those things where it's kind of just not a huge fan of it. Now there are a couple of mechanics I haven't really messed around with, but I think are super cool. That's being things like going to the goldsmith and socketing gems. I haven't done a whole lot with that, but I do like it. It's a very interesting thing. It allows you to customize your gear more than just being beholden to random percentages and stats on your gear. I haven't messed around a ton with the affinity system, but there is a very, very in-depth quest line in this game. It is super, super developed, and it continues to be developed. I really like the travelers and merchants. I think that's great. The religion thing I haven't messed around with too much, but what I have done with it, I'm really a big fan. Getting the ability to gain more benefits as you pour more into it. I think that's super awesome. I really love that mechanic as far as I've gone with it. And it's a pretty simple mechanic, but I do really like it. There are a couple other things I want to talk about. Storage is present, but like any game, storage has always got to be managed. If you know what you're doing, it's really not difficult, Just stay on top of it, keep organized. You can, of course, get more storage as you want. Having multiple characters is also easy. Multiple characters is one thing you can gain from getting the full game as opposed to just the demo, which again, I would recommend you buy the full game. Essentially, just think of it as a $30 game, not a $30 DLC, right? But I do like that. I also very much like the inventory, like the inventory gear equipment system. I like how it handles. I like having the option to have a primary and a secondary equipment set on you. I like being able to change out the gear I'm wearing based on different stats. I like that there's different styles of equipment. I will say the fact that different styles of equipment do give me different benefits just simply based off of the piece of equipment that it is. Like, okay, let me explain. So let's take boots, for example. Well, there's a lot of different variants of boots. There's dark leaf boots, forest boots, lightfoot boots, heavy, light, dashing, stitched turn shoes. There's all kinds of different footwear, right? And they all give you different benefits. However, each heavy boot is, only between this area in defense and magic resistance and movement speed gain or detraction. It's detraction because they're heavy, right? Which I like and I don't like. To some degree, I do enjoy that because it does. To some degree, it makes sense, right? But to another degree, it doesn't. If I've got a full steel plate chest plate, right? I am in a full piece of kit. Why is one with fancy tassels hanging down it, Crusader armor, any stronger or weaker than just a plain Curious? That is kind of odd to me. It's like the only difference here is really cosmetic aside from the stats that you arbitrarily gave to it. That's one thing I'm not a huge fan of. The maps. So recently they changed the maps, so I can't be too happy with this. But I do like the way the maps are made. They're very high quality, but they recently changed around where things were, and now I can't remember where anything is, and it feels like I'm always second guessing myself as to where things are on the map. Not a big fan there, but the maps themselves are super, super high quality. Massive fan of those. I think it's probably all I really have to say here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Subscribe, of course. Every subscription you give me is a sacrifice to the algorithm deities. It helps immensely when you do. Leave a comment down below. Tell me, have you played this game? If you have, do you like it? Do you not? What do you think about the game if you have played it? If you haven't played it, maybe try it out. Of course, you don't have to pay the $30 for the DLC, the expansion to get legendary status, as it's called. I would recommend it though, but you do not need to. It is technically a free game. It's available on Steam. I don't know if it's available anywhere else. It used to be, but then there were some issues. The company's kind of in a weird legal thing right now. But anyway, guys, remember to be smart, be safe, and don't die. See you the next time I upload. All right, I'm gonna have fun editing this. Bye, guys.